All right, everybody, welcome back. Get ready, because today we are diving deep into something you guys have been asking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so many of you reached out and said, hey, can we do an episode on meditation?
It's such a good one.
It is, and it's really cool because we actually are going to be using a meditation guide that one of you listeners sent in.
Yeah. This is awesome.
So this is like literally a meditation guide for you, by you.
Exactly. And, I was just looking this over, and it's so practical.
Yeah.
It really gets to the heart of how you can actually, implement this in your life.
Totally. And you know what I noticed?
Mm-hmm.
Is that they really emphasize
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't have to be this big hour-long thing,
Right.
like you don't have to sit in a cave.
Exactly. You can literally get benefits from just a few minutes of focused breathing.
Yeah, and I think that's really encouraging for people because,
It feels doable
yes, it feels doable instead
and
of,
not this big, overwhelming thing.
yeah, you don't have to, shave your head and go live on a mountaintop.
Yeah, exactly. And, you mentioned the breathing, and actually there are a lot of people who don't realize
Yeah.
that there are all of these incredible physical benefits that go along with consistent meditation practice.
Really. I mean, like, aside from just feeling more relaxed.
It goes way beyond that. We can definitely dive into that more as we go.
Okay, cool. So let's look at this guide, and I see right here it talks about how to meditate,
Yeah,
which is a great place to start.
right.
And they talk about, it's not about emptying your mind,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is a common misconception.
Totally. People think you've got to, shut off your brain.
Right.
Yeah.
It has to be completely silent.
Yeah, which is basically impossible.
Right. So they talk about gently guiding your attention
Oh, that's such a good way to put it.
to the present moment.
Yeah, and that's a really key part of what's known as mindfulness.
Oh, okay. So this connects to mindfulness.
Absolutely. And there's so much research now on mindfulness and how beneficial it is. Like, for example, did you know that even short mindfulness practices can actually reduce activity in the amygdala?
The what?
The amygdala.
Yeah.
It's the part of your brain
Okay.
that's associated with fear and stress.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah. So it's like you're actually calming down the stress center of your brain.
So it's not just I feel a little better.
Right.
This is literally changing the way my brain is working.
Exactly. It's like strength training for your mind,
I like that.
building that mental muscle.
Yeah. Okay. So if we are trying to train our mind to be more mindful,
Mm-hmm.
how do we actually do that?
Right. Well, this guide mentions something really important, and that's using the breath as an anchor.
Okay. Yeah, I see that here.
It's a really common technique in meditation
Okay.
because, well, for one thing, you're always breathing.
True.
So it's like this built-in tool you have with you all the time.
You don't have to have any special equipment.
Exactly. And by focusing on your breath, you're bringing your attention to the present moment.
Oh, okay. So I'm not trying to stop thinking about, my to-do list or whatever.
Right. It's more about noticing those thoughts and then gently redirecting your attention back to your breath.
So it's kind of like if
Yeah.
you're trying to train a puppy,
Oh, I love that analogy.
they wander off and you got to be like, okay, come back here.
Exactly. And you do it with kindness and patience.
Not judgment.
Right, you're not scolding yourself for having thoughts.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
And actually, there are some specific breathing exercises that can really help with this, too.
Oh, yeah. I see that in the guide.
Do you want to try one?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Okay, so first, find a comfortable position.
All right. I'm sitting up, straight feet flat on the floor.
Perfect. And you can close your eyes if you'd like.
Okay. Eyes closed.
Now just take a nice, slow, deep breath in through your nose.
Inhale.
Feel your lungs expand.
Yep. Feeling it.
Hold it at the top for a moment.
Okay.
And then exhale slowly through your mouth,
Exhale.
letting go of any tension you might be holding.
Oh, that's nice.
Just letting that breath flow naturally like waves ebbing and flowing.
It's amazing how just taking a few deep breaths can already make you feel a little calmer.
Right. And there's a reason for that.
Okay.
When you breathe deeply like this, you're actually triggering your parasympathetic nervous system.
The para what now?
It's a big word, but basically it's your body's natural relaxation response.
Oh, okay. So it's like hitting the chill button.
Exactly. It slows your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure, and just brings a sense of calm over your whole body.
Wow. So we can actually control that.
To a certain extent, yes. And this is one of the amazing things about these breathing exercises.
So is this something we can do anytime we're feeling stressed?
Absolutely. It's like having a secret weapon against stress.
That's amazing.
You can use it to de-escalate stressful situations, improve your sleep, even manage chronic pain.
Wow, I had no idea breathing could be so powerful.
It really is, and it's something you have access to 24/7.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
And as you continue to practice, you might notice all sorts of other benefits too.
Like what?
Increased focus, improved mood, greater self-awareness.
So it's like this ripple effect.
Exactly. And the
Huh.
more you practice, the stronger those effects become.
That's encouraging.
It is. And this guide also talks about how even short meditation sessions can have a cumulative effect.
Oh, yeah, I was going to mention that.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be an hour every day.
Right. Even just 5 or 10 minutes can make a difference.
That makes me feel a lot better about actually doing this.
It's about consistency rather than duration.
So like building any habit.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
the more you make it a part of your routine, the more natural it will become.
And eventually it just becomes a part of who you are.
It really does. And one thing I really appreciate about this guide
Yeah.
is that it emphasizes that peace and calm are always accessible.
That's a really nice thought.
Right. It's not like this distant goal you have to achieve.
Yeah.
It's more about tapping into something that's already within you.
Okay, I like that a lot.
So even when things are crazy busy, you always have that inner sanctuary to return to.
That's beautiful.
And it's just waiting for you to discover it.
I think this deep dive has been really eye-opening.
Yeah, I'm glad.
I'm definitely inspired to start incorporating some of these practices into my own life.
Me too. And I hope all of you listening feel the same way.
Yeah, we encourage you to check out the source material. We'll put a link in the show notes.
Yes, and even if you just try one of the techniques we talked about today, see how it feels.
What do you have to lose?
Exactly. You might be surprised at the difference it makes in your day-to-day life.
Maybe this sounds like a corny question.
Go for it.
Okay, so like, how might integrating even just 5 minutes of daily meditation change your experience of the world?
Wow, that's a really good question.
I know, right?
And I think it's one that each of us has to answer for ourselves.
Okay, so like an individual journey kind of thing.
Exactly. But I encourage you to be open to the possibilities.
Yeah, like what if it could actually make a difference?
Right. What if you could experience more peace, more focus, more joy in your daily life?
Well, that sounds pretty great to me.
It does to me too, so I think it's worth exploring.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing this deep dive topic with us.
And thank you all for listening.
It's amazing how powerful something as simple as taking a deep breath can be.
It really is.
We appreciate your commitment to personal growth, and we'll see you in the next deep dive.
See you then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.